There's a difference between an AI you talk to in a browser and a local agent that actually lives on your machine. A normal AI just answers questions. A real agent actually does the work, like reading your PDFs and organizing your folders. Today, we are building your own private AI personal agent using Nanobot. It runs locally on your own hardware, even on a basic 8GB graphics card. Zero cloud, zero fees. Because this is an active agent and not just a chatbot, it doesn't look like a standard web browser window. Instead, Nanobot connects a local AI engine, like Ollama, directly to your Telegram app or your other favorite apps. It acts as your actual assistant. It can give you daily reminders, search the live internet, and manage your local files. For example, a cloud AI has no idea what computer you are using, but I can text my private agent, check my system, and tell me how much RAM I'm currently using. Because it runs directly on my hardware, it instantly runs the command and gives me my real-time system stats. We are going to install Nanobot today, and don't worry, I'm going to explain every single step and every command as we go. So even if you've never run a local AI agent before, you'll know exactly what's happening. But first, let's look at two quick examples of what your personal agent can actually do. First, let's see how it handles live information. Most local models are trapped in the past because they don't have a way to reach the outside world. I will ask you to find 3 distinct AI stories from the last week using specific reputable sources. Because we are running a smaller optimized model to fit on your local GPU, being specific like this helps the agent stay focused and prevents it from getting lost in the search results. You can see the agent triggers the search tool, scouts for specific headlines, and then summarizes them with the direct links. It's not just a chat window. It's an active assistant that goes out and reads the internet for you entirely privately. Now let's look at the second feature, which is how it manages your local files. I'm going to drop a link to Wikipedia article into the chat and tell it summarize this article and save it as a markdown file to my workspace. The agent reads the page, pull out the key information, and there it is. The file physically appears in the folder. You can build an entire offline knowledge base just by texting links to your computer while you're out. Now let's get this entire system installed on your computer. First, the requirements. Because of the strict security we use, this will only work on Linux. You don't need an expensive computer, but you do need a graphics card with at least 6 to 8 gigabytes of VRAM. I'm using Linux Mint, but the full commands for Arch and Fedora are in the description. Step 1. Open your terminal and paste this command to install our basic system tools. The most important package here is Bubble Wrap. This locks the AI into one specific folder, ensuring the rest of your personal files stay isolated and safe. Step 2. We install the AI engine. Paste this command to install Ollama. Next, run this pull command to download the model. I'm using Gemma 4 because I tested it and it runs good on my 8GB GPU. But if you have more VRAM, you can always experiment with larger models. Step 3. Connect it to Telegram. Open Telegram, search for botfather, send the /newbot command, give it a name and copy this token. Then search for the user info bot. Send it any message and copy your numeric user ID. We need this so your agent will completely ignore everyone else on the internet except you. Step 4. Let's build the project folders. Paste this makedir command to create your main folder and the workspace. Then run this short cd command to actually move your terminal inside that new folder. Now run this nano command to create a hidden file called .env to store your private keys. Inside type telegram underscore token equals and paste your bot key. On the next line type telegram underscore user underscore ID equals and paste your numeric ID. Save and close. Immediately after that run chmod 600.env. This is critical because it locks the file so only you can ever read it. Step 5. Run nanoconfig.json to create the main configuration file and paste in the block from my written guide. There are 3 quick things to update. Replace your username with your actual computer username, set your time zone, and update the model name if you downloaded a different model earlier. Run another chmod 600 command on this config file to securely lock it down as well. Step 6. We install the framework. Run this Python virtual environment command to create an isolated virtual space. Next, run the source command to actually turn that virtual space on. Then run this pip upgrade command just to make sure your installer tools are up to date. And finally, run pip install Nanobot AI to download the actual software. Step 7. Run this onboard command. It's going to ask if you want to override the existing config. Press N for no. This safely applies the software defaults without breaking the strict security rules we just built. Finally, let's create a shortcut. Copy this long printf command from my guide. It builds a simple launcher script. Now, whenever you want to wake up your agent, just type ./run.sh and hit enter. Your private AI is online. I've also included instruction in the description if you want to run this as a 24/7 background service so you don't have to keep the terminal open. Now that your agent is officially online, let's look at two workflow examples. First, offline document analysis. I have a short PDF transcript here from a course about creating AI images. I'm going to drag it directly into the Telegram chat. I'll ask the agent, read this document and tell me the exact headline generated for the New Orleans rock concert. The agent natively processed the document completely offline, and then it pulls out the exact quote. Next, let's look at the file manager. It doesn't just create text files. It can organize folders and format markdown documents. I will tell the agent, create a new folder called tasks. Inside it, build a shopping.md file formatted as a vertical checklist and add eggs and milk. The agent builds the folder hierarchy and creates the formatted document. Now let's test how it handles an update. I will text it, update the shopping.md file inside the task folder and add roasted coffee to the list and check off the eggs. Providing the exact folder and file name keeps the agent from getting confused. It navigates directly into the tasks folder, reads the existing file and alters the text. This shows the agent actually understands your hard drive, letting you manage and edit files without ever leaving the chat. These setups prove that you don't have to pay monthly fees or sacrifice your privacy to have a useful AI agent. And if you don't use Telegram, you can connect this exact same engine into WhatsApp, Discord, Slack, and more. I've linked the documentation for those platforms below. You own the software, the hardware, and most importantly, your data. If this guide helped you get your private agent running, leave a like. And if you want to keep building your own self-hosted AI tools, check out my other videos on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.